Okay, so we are back live again. Went ahead and killed the feed because we have just got literally 40 minutes of dead time. So we will have to do some video trimming later today so that our feed doesn't just drag on and on and on. We will probably do a clip for anybody that is wanting to see particular action when it was blown over. All right, players on the field, both teams in line drills, warming up, basically just throwing. Ump and referee are back on the field, so we should be resuming action here shortly. There is still some thunder in the background that kind of just keeps rattling and cracking. However, due south and east of us from here, it does appear at least to be clear. So if we can get right above the field, literally from right field over to where you pull in the entrance for the school is primarily where the rain clouds have covered. So literally hovering right over the school and all of its facility. We will give this a shot again to see if we can go ahead and get started. If we can't, then we will pull the plug on this. The way it works, they will have to get into the fifth inning for this to be considered a final. Otherwise, we are looking at a canceled game that does not count. So any further reduction in time, I would assume that Latta is more than content just to leave here with a no-show and then head on home. Okay, teams resume drills. It looks to me that Silo is going to huddle up, resume with a 2-0 pitch count. They will be back up to bat in the bottom of the fourth. Latta has got a couple of bats out. Look like they might do a little bit of positioning and just hitting some balls out in the field to see maybe how they might roll or land. Looks like Coach Jake Collins is not giving up on that prospect, so he will be heading out to right field. They may be just testing some areas of the grass to see if players can run and snag balls. Not sure exactly what they'll be doing, but as is, we'll head to the bottom of the fourth when coverage resumes. Silo will be up to bat, and they now lead 2-0 versus the Latta Panthers. All right, we are still getting some rain drizzle in through. However, if it stays where it's at right now, this is probably doable. It is just a little bit of a drop. Okie dokie, we have got Panthers on the field, we have got Rebels on the field, and they should be up to bat here coming up. We have been in a rain delay for approximately 50 minutes, and hopefully we are back on track. The game was projecting to be very fast moving, only 13 minutes for the top 2 innings, and that started our leadoff feed, so it was very fast paced.
Oh yeah, you're the most experienced guy here. Oh, yeah.
Hastings won here.
Okay, so the perfunctory warm-up pitches, and then we should be good to go.
Nice time to show
Just
off.
a reminder, 2-0 on the pitch count, and we have got a 2-0 lead. Recapping the game, leadoff home run for Silo. They score a second run in the top of the 4th just before the rain hit on a wild throw from the catcher. Error at third base, ball rolled out to left field. All of that would have been negated and thwarted on any combination of an infield catch by the third baseman, catcher, or pitcher at home plate, virtually on a pop-up. Pitcher and catcher just missed a pickoff at second that allowed him to steal, and then they miss him again on third that allowed him to score. So 1 run earned, 1 run unearned, 4 hits on the day for Silo, 1 hit on the day for Latta.
Thank you.
We'll do our best to get some updated info from Coach Hastings before we leave tonight on the tournament. All things Oklahoma, weather trumps all, so we'll just have to roll with it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and hope that there aren't any rain delays, cancellations, or pushbacks on the tournament. We missed all of last week's tournament at Latta, and that was unfortunate. And we are back in play. Ball is high and inside. Makes it a 3-0 count. It is misting on the field. And he walks him, so the runner is on first. due to the walk prior to the rain delay and suspension of the game, and then the stolen bases and error, there are no outs. Pitcher throws back to first. He is in safe. As I said prior, since we had so much drop tape and just mumbo jumbo going on in the background, we'll do probably a separate wild throw again, runner steals. Literally in this game, there have been 6 advanced bases on throwing errors that have allowed Silo to get an extra run. We'll see if it leads to another here in the second. So resuming the thought, we'll probably trim the tapes, do one live feed upload after the game. This remainder will be live, and then we will do a tape delay upload, and then we may even do a separate clip just for the work that they did while the wind gust and the rain came in. It was very impressive to watch everybody pitch in and keep the tarp on the field, and more importantly, keep the dirt dry so that the players could actually infield. Only real rain that got on the field was right here, right by the ump. As you can see, just a little bit of water, but otherwise good to go. Wild throw, runner steals and goes all the way to third. All right, we're going to pull back just a little bit. Rain is coming, and it's literally on more than just a drizzle now. Ball is outside. So since play resumed, Latta has not been able to buy a strike. There have been 5 consecutive balls. Thunder resumes in the background. All right, and for a strike now, 3-1 count. Silo has a potential scoring run at first. Just a reminder, even though there was the delay, there are no outs. So any pop-up, fly, single, bunt, wild throw, and he walks them, so they're on the corners for Silo, first and third. Have a brief meeting at the mound for the Panthers. Coach Collins makes his way out to confer with the pitcher. This has been a repeat pattern. We will have a pitching change made here. It has been a pattern throughout the games, at least that we have covered. Just infielding, gaffes, errors, overthrows, wild throws, wild pitches, pickoffs that have gone awry. There have been, at least since the 4 games, or 5 that we have covered, I think, in 4 of the 5, I bet there have been 12 to 14 runs just scored on errors and wild throws. Could have made a huge difference on whether or not those were wins versus losses. So Coach Collins makes the change. And we have now got Lightning back in left field.
welcome.
Rebels have got them on the corners. They've already scored one run here in the bottom of the fourth, looking to add more. Pitcher catches him back on base and safe. So a little difference in technique, more power and speed from the right-hander now, more finesse and curve from the left pitcher. We'll see if that makes a transition of success for Latta. This is still a salvageable game. They do not want to allow it to get further out of hand, though, because Silo is a team that can score punches and bunches and put runs on the board in a hurry. In safe again at first, I'm sorry. Right, back again. Pitch in for another strike. 1-2 on the pitch count favors the Panthers. He steals uncontested again. So another gaff, another infield mistake has allowed a stolen base. That is now 7 on the day for the Rebels. In high, so 3 consecutive pitches that have been way out and off. And low. So he will walk the bases loaded. And the Panthers are officially in a world of hurt now. No outs here in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah. You got 3 right here. Let me step out a little bit.
That ball is shot out to left field. It'll be a fly out, so we will have our first sac fly of the day. And 1 run scores for the Rebels. It has been forever since we have hit the button for capture highlight. 3-0 lead now for Silo. They have gotten 2 runs here in the bottom of the fourth. Runners remain on first and second. 1 down. This inning has literally lasted longer than the entire game. We were in a rain delay for about 55 minutes and then finally resumed action just about an hour after it was called.
Good job, Dexter. Good job, Carson. In the sky?
That ball is trapped. Catcher gets it back up, so no stolen base.
Right here, 3, you got it.
Ball gets away from him, and back-to-back stolen bases to make that 9 on the day. That have basically come just from wild throws. This continues to be the Achilles heel of Latta this 2020 fall baseball season. It is hard to beat a team when you beat yourself. It's almost like a double loss. Same miscues and gaffes just continue to happen over and over, inning after inning. Foul ball. All right, full count. So runners are on second and third. There is one left, but Latta needs to turn 2 here and get out of this inning and get back up to the plate. Foul ball keeps him alive. Hit and play, he drops the ball. Fortunately, he gets the tag out over there. That could have been potentially a major problem. Runner hopped, jumped, showed that he was going to run, so he does not. So in effect, runners remain second and third, and now 2 down. Right, ump is asking for new balls, cleaner ones that are dry, and then the rag goes back to the dugout. We've got a couple of poles in front of us, so we're trying not to swing and just put those in front and center view.
Work here, work.
Get it out.
All 3.
Right here, 3, you got it.
Another breaking ball. He is going to have to stick to throwing strikes. Salo's one of the more experienced batting teams, so they don't generally swing at a lot of junk. If you're going to throw a breaking ball or a changeup, it's going to have to come in for a strike and make them think it's a ball. So pitcher fakes the throw.
You got 3.
Low again, ball 3. It is just a redux repeat. Inability to throw strikes, inability to prevent errors and wild throws. And it is costing Latta otherwise exceptionally good performance thus far. You take off the 2 unearned runs and 1 home run, you're down 1-0. That's a winnable game. And he walks him loaded. It looked to be a strike again based upon the pitch just before it. So any base is a tag and a force out, so you don't have to get tricky, just tag a base. Don't have to turn anything, just 1 out is all you need. Foul ball, so that'll knot it up a piece, 1-1. There is a steady drizzle coming down. And in for a strike. So 1-2. First time since we've resumed action, Latta has had the advantage on the pitch count. We've had 4-0, 3-1, 3-2, and now our first 1-2 here today. Ball low. He got him in a suicide squeeze potential. And the call is safe. Another miscue, another mental error. If a run scores, you're looking at literally 3 or 4 runs here that shouldn't have happened. You got to throw someone out. When they're halfway down to home plate, you got to throw them out. Pitcher needs to come in on the rotation. Yeah, pitcher resume with the third base. Shortstop takes third after the pitcher sweats off. And the catcher just keeps throwing it back and forth, tagging out. Pitcher resumes, comes back and backs up home plate for a wild throw.
I finished it, Carson.
Full count now. Any potential walk, hit, or error here scores a run. Got to get the out, got to get a strike. And he walks another in. We had a sack RBI and then a walk score run, sack RBI score run, a wild throw score run here in the bottom of the fourth. 4-0 lead for Silo. And gets him to pop up. Right fielder calls him off. Mercifully, however you want to word it, this inning comes to a conclusion. We head to the top of the fifth. Score is now Silo 4, Latta 0, your Prep Nation TV game of the day. 3 runs, no hits, 2 errors, sack, RBI, a wild throw at third, scores 1, and a walk with the bases loaded, scores the other run. Otherwise, Silo had a lead-off home run when the game started. First pitch off the left field wall, or over the wall, I should say. You can see that gap and opening there with the 2 trees. That's about where it went. So we'll see what kind of advantage that the hitters have over the pitcher now that it's actually rain. In low for a ball. And a strikeout evens it up 1-1. Or a strike, I should say. Foul ball, 1-2. Pitch count goes to the Rebels. Another pop-up. So it goes behind home plate. Pitch count is now 2-2. Outside, ball 3, full count. Panthers have got to get out of this morose, moribund kind of spell that they're under. They have got to get something going. And high for a walk. So that'll put a Panther on. Only their second runner on. They got one in the top of the third on the walk, now top of the fourth. Otherwise, the first 8 batters in a row were retired. High for another ball. In for a strike, 1-1. And strike 2, pitch count again favors the Rebels. Outside for ball 2.
Right here. Work hard.
Goes foul, hooks over the wall. It's going to pull back though, so it does go to show that if you stay with the trajectory, you can get the ball. So that is an out. Foul ball. It's a shame that that one hooked back. It's going to go over the left field. So that is going to be the first hit of the day for the Panthers, and they are in safe at third. First and third, exactly what Latta needed to get back in the game. But we'll have a runner substitution at first.
Go, Nick! Go, Nick!
That hit to the second base. Shortstop shows 6-4-3. And for the second time this game, Latta hits into a double play and strands runners on base. They just cannot catch a break in this game. Everything going the way of the Rebels. Bottom of the fifth coming up. 4-0 lead for Silo. They'll be up to bat. Your Prep Nation TV game of the day.
She says she doesn't want anything. She's not.
Okay, so now things have changed. If we, for whatever reason, get rained out after this point, this will be a final score.
What are your shoes? Oh, that's all right.
It's two shoes sewed together to make one.
What?
This shoe is so big. It took so many
Well, he only said his max. I was
good workers
shoes
to put the coat in.
Leading off for the Rebels, pitcher, drop.
That foul ball down left field line. 0-1 pitch.
Whoa, need help. You want to drive the car? Oh, there you go. Fix it.
There you go.
Another meeting at the mound with Coach Collins. We may be looking at a second pitching change, and I believe we are.
And she's
We're now on the bottom of the fifth.
she said all day long, lay back. put heat on it, put a 10 unit on it, it's kind of like this shaking there, you know. Yeah. But I've been giving her ibuprofen every 4 hours, so it's been better. She well, this morning is still a mess.
Michelle had told him the news.
The softball game's over. We were waiting it out.
My freaking all right.
Going out.
Hey, have to get up and go.
There you go.
I'm going to try over here with you guys if you guys don't mind. They just won't shut up. And it's getting everything on the camera and just hours of jibber jabber. At bottom fifth resumes, third pitcher of the game for Latta. Let's see if it will work any wonders here in the bottom of the fifth. No runners on. And immediately a wild throw. 1-1 on the pitch count. Wow, way above his head. Foul ball, so it stays 2-2 on the pitch count. Solid shot out to right field. It will be a fly up. So for the first time this game, Latta gets the first runner in an inning out. Pattern that began in the first with a leadoff home run, and then second, third, and fourth innings is finally snapped. 1 down. Ball is high. Three-one pitch count again. Latta in a hole on the pitch selection. Just continuously, repeatedly throwing ball after ball after ball. In for a strike, so we now have a full count. And gets him. And by my math, that is a strikeout, and for whatever reason, he's letting him stay up at the plate. And he walks. Have to go back and look at that sequence there. It looked like to me that he struck out. So a runner on for Silo.
The left fielder, Connor Cordell.
Checks him on back at first. In for a strike. At 1-2 on the pitch count. Goes back to first. That runner goes. First baseman throws. The tag is on. And I believe he gets him on the 3-4 throw out. And he does not. Runner remains on base. I guess they bobbled the ball. He definitely had him dead to rights again. And unfortunately, they do not get the out, which has become a repeat pattern for Latta. They've had throw-out opportunities on first, second, and third, and have missed on each and every instance they've tried. No pickoffs thus far. Ball is high. He walks another runner.
Marshall. They believe,
put in play, popped up to the infielder catcher, waves off. First baseman takes it. So finally they communicate well. Beautiful skyline tonight after a lot of rain. Beautiful.
Letting it two out. Third baseman, Chase Corbin.
In for a strike.
We've got cages.
Back to first, and again another call that he has safe. That one was super close. And another walk. Base is loaded again for Silo.
Next batter. Pitcher, take it. Connor.
That ball goes wild again, so we are at another pitch differential of 2-0. Latta is on the verge of letting a very winnable game at a 1-0 deficit in the fourth fall away with 3 runs scored on unearned errors or a sac fly. And then here again in the bottom of the fifth, bases are loaded, and they're looking to be on the verge again of letting another unearned run come in. Panthers need 1 out, so a strikeout, a pop-up, tag out, anything would work. All bases are live, so a tag off could be at any base. Nothing fancy, just go to the closest base and tag. 3-1 on the count. And he walks another run in.
Statistically, now pitching for Latta, number 5, Caleb Goodwin. And the new third baseman, number 11, Wolf.
Fourth pitching change of the game for the Panthers.
Proctor.
Ball is again high. Another ball. It has to be especially frustrating and exasperating for Coach Collins to be this close to setting a record. 1 win away from tying, 2 from winning, and you just can't seemingly throw strikes. hate to be a Debbie Downer, but it's just so many basic things. Each and every inning that runs have scored, other than the first when it was a 1-0 lead. All the runs have just come by miscues and gaffes and letting runners get on base. Just walks and overthrows and missed throws and fielding errors and wild throws. You have got to pitch ahead in the count, and you've got to throw enough strikes to keep the batters honest. Otherwise, you're just wearing down your arm and you're just setting them up to cherry pick what pitches they have to swing at. Otherwise, they just walk them in. And unfortunately, that's what eventually happens right there. RBI single makes it 6-0, and now we are getting perilously close to a potential run rule. We genuinely do not care who wins games. I try to root for all of the teams in Oklahoma, even going so far as most people not even knowing what school I did attend. We do not call homerism our favorites. We call as objective and fair and balanced as we can for both teams. And I said it when Silo was playing Canute, and I said it tonight several times. Little things that players do add up to big wins and big losses. Fundamental base running, taking extra bases when you have opportunity, jumping pitch counts, forcing players to swing at bad pitches, not walking them, not overthrowing, getting force outs when you need them. All of those things come into play for championship level teams that make the difference between district champions versus state champions, and more importantly, make the difference between a 6-0 lead that sounds like a total blowout versus a potential 1 or 2-0 game, which is definitely winnable and sustainable to make a rally. To that end, we are right back to a 3-0 pitch differential with the bases remaining loaded. It's almost if Silo doesn't even really have to swing. They could force Latta to throw 5, 6, or 7 pitches and stave off a strikeout and almost always get on. Now you've got to win that battle of percentages of batters going down, not going on. And there we are again. At the end of the night, the average person will look at a 7-0, 8-0 win or score and say, oh, this is a total blowout, when in theory it's actually been played exceptionally close. What has killed Latta has been the rain delay that they came back and gave up 3 unearned runs. And then here again in the bottom of the 5th, after we resumed action, they have given up 3 unearned runs. I'm sorry, 2 unearned and 1 RBI single. So an RBI single and a solo home run. 2-0 game, 7-0 game. 1-1 on the pitch count. Again, 2 down, bases remain loaded for the Rebels. Chopper 2 shortstop, go right to the base. 4-3 on the ground out. So our score now is Silo 7, Latta 0, top of the 6th inning coming up. Your Prep Nation TV game of the day.
Silo 3 runs, 1 hit.
So the Rebels score 3, strand 3, and they now have back-to-back innings with 3 runs put on the board in the bottom of the 4th and the bottom of the 5th. So we will head to the top of the 6th. Looks like it would be good for any other future potential rain delay or cancellation situation. So the Panthers will need to get some runs on the board, get some momentum built up here. Thus far, it's been all Rebels. They have stuck with their 1 pitcher throughout the game. 0-0 started the day, and the Panthers have now had a 4th pitcher on the mound. Foul ball. All right. It is a little bit of hope and then another fly out.
Durant. Catcher, Jackson, front point.
First hard shit kind of shot of the day for Latta. Nice shot out to center field. Unfortunately, he runs right under it.
Leading off for the Rebels, 6 innings. Fountain.
Okay, to the third baseman. Another error, another throwing error. So instead of an out, you have a runner on second.
Second baseman, 19, Sawyer Weather. And the batter is the second baseman, Will Farr.
So holds him back. He goes back to second. Rocket out to left field, so that will score a run. Fifth hit of the day. We have an 8-0 lead for Silo. And that will do it. Final score. So players do the perfunctory wave-offs. They can't touch up this season due to COVID regulations. So on the day, 3 earned runs given up on a solo home run and then 2 RBI singles. Rest were junk runs on wild throws, errors.